I believe that Mudryk can also get to the level that you're saying Martinelli can get to.
And let me just say one more thing.
I think he's got all the attributes to get
very quickly, yeah? One more thing very quickly. In the 14 appearances he made in the Premier League where he scored 3 goals, he actually only got in the starting 11 6 times. So he came off the bench 8 times.
Yeah. So who else then? Who else then that you rate at Chelsea then? So
Cole Palmer's decent. Yeah. Your right backs, both of them are decent. One just can't stay fit. Yeah. The two midfielders, Enzo and Caicedo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Thiago. Other than that, I'm struggling, bro. I can't lie.
Fair enough.
Because how many of them are getting in Arsenal's team that I've named? Yeah, well, your right backs, I don't think are getting in. One can't stay fit, and the other one ain't getting in over Ben White. Yeah, your midfielders, fair enough. I'd say Enzo gets in our team right now. Yeah, Caicedo isn't getting in over Rice, probably not based on current performance. Yeah, because Declan Rice has been brilliant so far for us. Yeah, he's probably been our best player. Yeah, Caicedo, I like him and I wanted him, and I think they could work together. But I think Enzo would suit Rice's game and vice versa better than Caicedo and Rice right now. Yeah, because we missed that. Yeah, the chance creation from where we're playing Havertz or somebody else there, yeah? Right, so I think Enzo would get in our team. Other than that, none of your players get in our team. Not one of your players other than Enzo right now get in our team.
Yeah, listen, and that's fair enough. That you can't argue that. You lot have a larger sample size of doing what you did. You lot competed last year. You know, right now you're basically in a title race already. So I can't even argue that. Do you know what I'm saying? But football's not played by combined 11s. End of the day, that doesn't take away the fact that we've got a good team. Do you know what I'm saying? People want to run away from it. We've got a good team, yeah? And end of the day, like I said, we need to go out in January. We need to be really aggressive and we need to go get a striker. And at the same time, as much as we need a striker, the players right now need to take responsibility. I'm not going to just throw the towel in and say, oh, we can't do anything until we get a striker. No, it doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't. We're paying Raheem Sterling, 300 bags a week, right? This guy needs to be burying these chances. Jackson, he needs to stop, work on his movement. Poch needs to coach him better when it comes to his movement. On Match of the Day the other day, I'm hearing they slandered him about his movement, right? These are just basics of the game. Why are you not understanding that you need to be in the danger zone if you're a striker? You need to get in there. And the annoying part is he's tall as well. All you've got to do, we're whipping so many balls, Lee, yeah? And he's never there, bro. Pause. He's never there. The guy is never in the box.
He would be. Look at his output of Villarreal. Yeah, bro, I watch the Spanish league every weekend. The guy was dead in La Liga. What makes you think he's going to cook in the Premier League?
I did say we needed another striker with him, but when you go back to summer, bro, the market again very thin. I was very skeptical.
What makes you then think you would go and get Ivan Toney? Because you've got this under 25 policy, which is apparently the reason you didn't sign Maddison.
Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that?
The players you've signed other than Sterling.
Listen. Trust me now. We're not going to stay away from Toney because he's over 25. We're going to be in for him.
Let me tell you now. Let me tell you right now. Yeah, Toney ain't going to Chelsea. He's going to Arsenal.
We'll see about it. We'll see. But we know what we know. Oh, you know this, yeah. All right, cool. We know what happens when Todd Bowley and Igbali want something, innit? We know what happens when they want something, don't we?
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Trust me, I already know. And I'd say, yeah, I am 95% sure Ivan Toney is signing for Arsenal. 95% sure that he is signing for Arsenal. There's no way in a million years I see him going to Chelsea. I don't see him going to Tottenham. Yeah, if he wants to go and try to elevate Arsenal into title challenges, that is a better prospect than going to a Chelsea youth project where he's probably going to be one of the oldest players in the squad, right? When he's coming into his last proper contract. Why would he
but you're contradicting yourself, bro, because you literally just said that we need more experience, and now you're saying that he's going to be one of the few
but your whole project is set up not to buy experience. The only experienced player you've signed under that regime really is Raheem Sterling.
No,
the rest are all under the age of 25, 8-year contracts.
No, last year most of the players that we signed last summer were all experienced players. We signed Cucurella, we signed Koulibaly, we signed Aubameyang, we signed he's experienced, bro. How many games did he play in Spain? How many games did he play for Brighton? Let me land my point, because you just said something which is incorrect, right? In the summer, we signed mostly experienced. It's only as of January onwards, when the recruitment team came in, went to a different avenue and started to sign younger players. That's when Bowley left all the footballing, stuff, right? But in the summer, bro, we signed Aubameyang, we signed Sterling, we signed who else did we sign? We signed Cucurella, we signed Koulibaly. That's all experience, bro. We signed experience at that time, and they didn't work out, most of them. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
you're saying experience. Cucurella is 25. I just googled him now. He's 25. Yeah,
yeah,
so you can have
how many
experience.
appearances has he got? He's
Doesn't
more than
matter. You're
experience,
mixing
bro.
up what I said. Yeah, two things can be right at the same time. Yes, you can have experience, but yes, your policy is sign under 25s because we've seen that. Yes, you've got Aubameyang. Cool, you had Aubameyang. Yes, you've had Sterling there now. Other than that, pretty much every single other signing under that regime you've got so far has been under 25.
Been young, yeah.
Bukayo Saka has played nearly 250 professional games for club and country nearly. Yeah, he's 22. So he's got experience, but he's also the profile that Chelsea are looking at. He's under 25.
Let me ask you, Lee, do you honestly think here that with the ambition that Todd Bowley and Igbali have, right, and we've already seen that they're willing to spend money, do you think that they're not going to try and rectify their mistakes and bring in more experience and win? Because the main thing they're here for is to win, right? Do you honestly think that from here it's just downhill for Chelsea?
I think you could potentially get out of it, but the problem is, I just don't see how you can keep spending at the level of spend that you're doing now without landing yourself in big trouble. Because let's be real, is anyone going to go and give you the money back for half of these players you've signed? I don't even know who half your players are, bro. Like, I looked at your team at the weekend when I was doing my watch along. I was watching the last 15 minutes of that game. And I'm like, who's Washington? I didn't even know who he was until Goonie told me his name.
Like David
who's this guy? Yeah, Chukwuemeni. Yeah, cool. He scored against us at last season. Cool. Yeah, like who are these players, bro? Right?
You mean Mudryk? Mudryk is the one that scored against you.
You've signed some very good players. Gusto's a very good player. Enzo's a very good player. But again, they fit the under 25 model. Yeah. Under 25. So you can be experienced. Cucurella was a very good player at Brighton. Yeah, you've got Colwill there, right? But you've got 39-year-old Thiago Silva there. He's the anomaly to this whole team because you've kept him there, yeah? And Raheem Sterling's the anomaly. Other than that, they're all looking around at each other. Like, where's the... If Thiago Silva and Sterling are injured, they're all looking around thinking, oh, who's the leader here? What do we do? How do we get out of this? So you're going to have to go down the route of going and signing experienced players, but then that breaks the model that you want. Because the model is go and sign players on 7-8 year contracts, right? And because you're not in Europe, I think you can still potentially get away with that. I may be wrong, yeah, right? But if you was in Europe, you can't do it apparently, right? But when does it come to the point where the balance sheet, the math ain't mathing, bro? Yeah, because there's going to come a point where you can't just keep throwing 400, 500, 600 million pound at it without looking at it going, right, we're minus 800, we're effed it. Like,
and that's exactly why, that's exactly why it has to get to a point where it has to start working, bro. And these mistakes need to start getting rectified.
It ain't with the players that you have signed, because the majority of players that you have signed are absolute bums and nobodies that ain't as good as everyone thinks they are at your fan base.
Yeah, but Lee, that's when I've got to disagree with you because we haven't been playing badly this season, bro.
And boys, I want to leave it there because I think you both. I want to go to some of these super chats here that have come in. But Babu Cast says, as a Chelsea fan, I wish we were as good as we were in Don's hypothetical world. Todd Reckless B is the worst thing that has happened to our club. My guy here says Reece James is the most balanced English right back. There's one more thing you should put at the end of that: when fit. That needs to be added to that sentence. Don should never call any other fan base deluded again, is what Tony Bloom thinks.
What have I said that's deluded? You tell me, bro.
Probably Mahalo Mudryk's better than Martinelli.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
And what did Martinelli do when he came to
Arsenal? I said I wouldn't swap him. I wouldn't swap him.
Again, Don. So this is what I would say, right? You in life, we're not in a court of law. This is like you're being judged by public opinion. You saying one's in better form and I wouldn't do a swap is just a roundabout way of saying one's better. Because for me, yes, you've not actually said those words. So in a court of law, we couldn't get you. But in reality,
factually, incorrect information was Martinelli's outperformed him statistically this season by creating more chances.
True. This here says, again, all these Chelsea players have had better seasons than all the Arsenal players, yet we are 12 points ahead of you after 10 games. Laughable, what Charlie says.
Yeah, because you can finish better than us. That's why.
I think the weirdest thing that's going
on
is...
Gabby Jesus has scored 1 goal this season. Martinelli scored, 1 or 2 goals this season? Yeah, Odegaard scored 3 goals this season. One of them was a penalty. Yeah? Like, come on, we ain't scored that many goals from our attacking players this season.
Yeah, but overall, bro, your whole team can finish. Enzo in front of goal has been poor this year, bro, and he plays in midfield. He's been poor in front of goal.
He has. Saka, 13 games, 11 GA. Don Mudryk is better. Delusional. He didn't say he was better than Saka, though, but yeah. Sorry if it's off topic, but is Lee still Arteta out or in? If we could get a clear answer with a laughing emoji. I actually like that. Chelsea fans, stop it. Get some help if you think mud shit is better than Martinelli. With FFP and the loan system changes, debt, and the Roman model isn't possible anymore, is what Gav says.
That Roman model expired, bro. Yeah, it expired. I was criticizing it even when it was winning stuff. I said we need to change things up.
I disagree. So the two of the most successful clubs in the world, hire and fire, left, right, and centre.
Yeah, but have you heard what Lampard said, bro? He even said himself, we needed more stability at the time.
He's going to say that because he gets in your feelings as a Chelsea fan, bro, because he's a club legend. He's your all-time top goal scorer. He's going to say that because he wanted to keep his job. He wanted the job in the first place. Yeah, he's going to say that to get Chelsea fans on side because he's a Chelsea fan. Yeah, because he played for him for so long, he's managed him twice. The fact is, two of the most successful clubs in the world and two of the biggest clubs in the world, hire and fire, left, right, and centre, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. In the last 20 years, they've had like 19 managers each, and they keep winning.
I've told you already, it stopped working. We became a cup club. That's what we became.
Stopped working because Abramovich was forced to leave the club, and now you've got a cowboy running the club.
Yeah.
It's gone away from actually win now by the best players, not just the young talent. Yeah, Roman never did a youth project. Roman did get the best manager, get the best players.
See, Lee dismissed the facts that I came with at the beginning, Terry. I'm not going to go through them again, but yeah.
This year says Di Matteo won a Champions League and an FA Cup in 2012. He's unemployed since 2016 when he was sacked by Villa in the Championship. Of course, trophies help your CV, but they can paper over cracks. Now, I understand that. But for me, if you've got a manager who's done 10, 15 years as a manager at big, decent-sized clubs and never won anything and been sacked from them all, Di Matteo can still say, I won a Champions League and FA Cup and he's achieved more.
Dan had a job and he won 3 in a row in the Champions League.
Yeah, he still achieved more. And again, what I didn't say, if you go back to those tweets, I know this is about not tweets, an Insta thing. I didn't say a manager's credentials and CV is all about trophies. The point we laughed at was saying trophies don't enhance your credentials. So let's not reframe the argument. Of course, trophies help with your credentials. Please predict Arsenal and Chelsea, City's next 3 Premier League fixtures. The way City struggled without Rodri tells me they are an injury away from winning nothing.
Oh, reason number 5,652 billion why Arsenal win the league this season then.